Kyle, here goes your tires, buddy.
Video, Kyle?
Brand new ones.
You could have at least put the front ones on the back.
Lubing right day and night.
And we're supposed to be powered by science.
That's very true.
We better be able to get two people on one train somehow.
Here it comes. Yep, that's it.
Because every time I'm in his office, he's sitting there and all of a sudden he just reaches like this and there's a piece of chicken in his hand.
I'm like, how much chicken is under your desk?
I overshot the R&D budget this week, so I'm going to need that $250.
Lubing it right day and night.
Welcome.
Woo! 76! Let's rock this.
I literally just sat down. I have no idea what's going on.
Same.
But it looks like you're ready.
No, I'm not.
No?
I'm not ready. I just
Okay,
got here.
so episode 76. Welcome to another Facebook and YouTube Live, which we went, TJ mentioned to me that we were getting some live comments on YouTube. We talked about that. So we might need to be monitoring YouTube page too up here, so we'll work on that. But if you're watching on YouTube, we're not seeing your comments quite yet. So we will work on that, but we do see you on Facebook. So feel free to ask your questions on Facebook, and we do see those. So lead us off. I just sat down. I don't have a clue what's going on. And you got energy today, so.
We're going to talk about gear oil.
Gear oil.
Yeah, is that all right?
Yeah.
All right. And, well, you already gave away the awesome dual streaming information.
Of course.
But did you tell them to like and share?
Like and share.
Okay.
He's got a pen.
Oh, okay. And follow everybody on just follow us on Instagram and
YouTube
and
Nice
all
shot.
those fancy places. Obviously, they're on the Facebook now, or maybe not if they're watching from the YouTube live.
and the gram. I know TJ likes the gram. Follow TJ on TikTok. You can find him there. And welcome back, TJ. TJ had a beautiful young girl. Brought her in yesterday. We got to see her. So
That was
He's-
only yesterday.
Tuesday.
Okay,
It was the other day.
these days are.
So we're glad TJ's back. So what's on today's video? We're going to update you on what's happening here in Hot Shots Secret. We're talking about gear oil. We're giving away some hero cards. I guess we did that last week. People liked it. Is that cool?
I'm cool with that.
And who we got today? Let's see. David Dothert, our jet car. Big Boost Bill Lutz, who just kicked some butt on Memphis or on Street Outlaws Fastest in America on Monday night. They advanced, so we'll see him again here in a couple weeks. I know what happened. I'm not telling you. Anthony Smith, another one of our Memphis Street Outlaws. There's Jason Carpenter, Street Outlaws. Lee Roberts, Street Outlaws. Michael Dover, Street Outlaws. Derek Klein, not a street outlaw.
No.
Nope, but local, actually Floridian Hotshot Secret dragster. Johnny Gilbert, Stainless Diesel. Season's almost here. Brian Gray, fastest 7.3 diesel on the planet. Brandon Mass, our Mass Traction buddy. Tom Perini. Don't have the car anymore.
I know.
Still looks good though.
Makes me sad.
And Chris Mancini, the Bracket Racing Jesus. All autographs.
Oh, I think he changed his name.
Who's that?
Chris Mancini.
Well, he has a
But
lot
that
of
was
good names.
that was probably a month ago. I'm a little bit behind.
You are.
I haven't got the update.
So we're going to give away some of our autographs hero cards. They're all autographed. We also have match tickets. We have lots of them. Let us know if you guys want match tickets. So what's our weekly tech tip?
I think it's about Diener. How about Diesel Winter Rescue? I think you should always have some in your truck, even in the summer. Okay, maybe not the summer, but I think there's a lot of folks that typically don't get cold weather, like
They should have them on
Texas
anybody.
snowstorms for no reason.
Texas has got snowstorm,
Right.
right?
So all of a sudden
It's good to have.
they're prepared.
It's good to have. We talked about it last week when Josh was on with me. So yeah, it's a great thing to have in your truck, whether you need it or not. If you're using diesel winter anti-gel, you're probably covered, but you might be going down the road and some other guy might be pulled over the side
Or
and
if
needs
you're
yours.
going from the south to the north, you never know.
Yeah, you get that
Things are-
fuel from the south that's not that friendly. So what are we? Our question for the day is: we would like to know your favorite TV series. Okay, let us know your favorite TV series. Put it in the comments. Maybe we'll start advertising on that TV series. Who knows? I like where you're going with this. What's your favorite TV series?
I don't watch television.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. Okay, it's Memphis Street Outlaws. How's that?
Oh, that's the right answer. Mine too. Memphis Street Outlaws. Shout out to our guys. All right, so web announcements. What we got?
Phew. There's really not a whole lot of fancy stuff on the web. I'll be honest.
Dang,
Just
Levi.
kidding.
Oh, look at that.
Look, there it is. It's our free 4-ounce EDT. But the $50 purchase? All right.
Nice.
Good thing that wasn't in the notes.
Yeah.
I just made that up. Phew.
Looks good. So get yourself $50 worth of Hot Shots products
also,
and give your loved one a
I've been
4-ounce bottle of
getting
BDT.
the emails from the newsletter now.
Are you? Good.
Since Levi signed me up. That's pretty.
Aren't they informative?
They are informative.
And they're not
Like,
really. We don't really
There's
spam.
things I don't even know what's going on, and I get this fancy email. I'm like, what? I have to go run over to Mark. Like, when did this happen?
I gotta say, we always say to sign up for our newsletter and everything. We really don't spam people. I mean, it's not. It's not a bunch of like sales stuff. You know, like we actually try to give out good information, like stuff you might read and stuff. So, it's worth it. Sign up. You can always cancel. Well, doesn't hurt anybody.
See that?
Or scroll on. You know, like don't have to open the email, but it's there if you want it. So we still got the 32-ounce Diesel Extreme, currently $1.99 off at Tractor Supply now through February 23rd. So we're coming to the end of that. 10 more days. So get your Diesel Extreme for TSC while you can. And we have our Get to Know Us segment again. Woo! And guess who it is? I guess I already gave it away.
Gave it
Mr.
away.
TJ Big Country.
Not so much of a mystery box.
Come on
is
up
it?
here, buddy.
You're fine. I'll squeeze in behind you.
Oh,
okay?
you're gonna go that way.
Yeah, yeah.
Look
I'll
at
do
that.
So that way I can talk loud enough. I don't have to.
So I guess you knew you were on. Did they just tell you when you walked in?
He told me like 10 minutes ago. Well, he asked if I got the message this morning on Teams, which I don't get a pop-up that says you got a new message. So then when he came in my office, I was like, oh, it does show you did message me. So
It's our Get to Know Us segment.
okay,
We want to get to know you.
okay,
I have a question before we get into the questions.
okay.
Are you getting any sleep?
Oh yeah, baby sleeps about 6 hours a night, so we're good.
Nice.
No problem.
It's more than I sleep.
Nice. And are you back to your pre-baby weight?
No,
No?
no.
No.
I got 47 more pounds to go to be pre-baby weight.
All right. All right, TJ, where were you born?
I was born in Millersburg, Ohio,
Millersburg.
Amish country.
Okay. Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Jellaway, Ohio, which is like on the outside of Lownville and Danville.
It's right beside
Wow.
Pudding Way.
If you
Jello
well,
pudding,
Polaris
yeah.
ATV,
Yeah.
it's over by them.
Oh, okay.
So
And what was your first job?
my first job was working on a farm.
What'd you do?
Everything.
Clean up poop?
Cleaned up poop, milk cows, hay, yeah, everything.
Where did you go to school and what did you like to study?
During school, I went to Lownville, all school, and then actually went to Ohio Center for Broadcasting for a year. Was going to get into radio, didn't do that.
You got the face for radio.
Yeah, I guess since so ugly and everything, but then I also went to Colorado Christian for tech. So
What'd you like to study the most?
probably computer science and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
TJ is the one here that constantly hacks into our own system all the time.
No, that stopped after like a year of being here, and I was told to stop. So Levi said stop. So yeah,
All right. Did you play sports growing up?
I did. I played basketball, baseball, football, track, a little bit of everything.
Ballerina?
Nope, never was a ballerina. We didn't offer that.
I gotcha. Your favorite hobby?
My favorite hobby. Well, I have quite a few of them.
Well, let's list them all.
Like
Why not?
like
It's your show, dog.
no.
Is
Like-
this a dating show now?
No. Like doing things with church, hunting, fishing, of course, shooting. Really, tinkering around with cars and stuff. I like doing it. So.
What's next for the truck out there?
Next for the truck is I have to first change the rear differential fluid and everything first.
Hey!
I already bought it. I already got it, and
Good
I'm ready
timing.
to put it in there. So, that is my next thing I have to do. And once that's done, I do want to get new tires put on it because right now I have mud tires and they're not very good in the snow. I found out very early this morning.
So you prefer to play in the mud, you're saying?
Yeah, rather play in the mud. Bunch of sickos.
What's your What's your favorite holiday?
Favorite holiday would have to be Easter.
Oh,
As
Good.
my favorite holiday.
I think
Even though-
it's our first Easter.
I believe so.
Even though my birthday's tomorrow and it's Valentine's Day.
Birthday's tomorrow?
Yeah, but
Oh, happy birthday!
but I don't like
We can get 'em
Valentine's Day. I don't like Valentine's Day, so
No? Does your
No.
wife like Valentine's Day?
no, she does not like Valentine's
Well,
Day either.
lucky
'cause it's
you then.
overrated.
Because he gets all the credit.
Yeah.
Well,
Cupid who?
That's not.
What about TJ?
That's not the. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Like
Well, tell us. It's your show, buddy.
no, just Valentine's Day is just kind of weird anymore. I mean, you got people who are dating for a day and they love each other all of a sudden. So it's kind of weird.
Yeah, but you're married with like 3 kids.
Well, I'm not saying like for.
so you guys should actually celebrate.
Yeah, we don't really celebrate Valentine's Day though. Every day is like Valentine's Day when you're married.
Oh, see, there comes the long walks on the beach.
Yeah.
There we go.
No, I hate long walks on the beach.
So, what is your favorite alcoholic beverage?
Scotch and water. Hold the scotch.
Scotch.
I don't drink. You know that. I don't.
All right. So, what's your favorite non-alcoholic beverage?
I mean, I really like water, but I drink more water
You
than
do.
anything.
You drink a lot of water.
Which I mean, I'm supposed to drink like a gallon a day, but other than that, the only thing I drink is probably Bang energy drink.
Bang.
Shouldn't drink it, but
Yeah, that stuff's dangerous.
Yeah.
And your favorite TV show or movie was our question of the day.
Favorite TV shows? I got 3 of them. I actually like watching
Came prepared.
The Good Doctor, Ghost Adventures, and Texas Metal. Never watched it. It's
Yeah.
pretty good. Dorian from PSE and Chase Wells from One Way Diesel Order, both on there.
Nice.
And then my favorite movie is Rudy, but I will say this: it's right now Ford versus Ferrari is
I haven't
pretty
seen
high
it
up
yet.
there.
I hear it's very
So,
good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Okay,
All
one
right.
last one. On a scale of 1 to 10, how salty are you that you're not on the Facebook Live anymore?
Ooh.
Not too salty anymore. I figured they give it.
Is it any more? Like he's never going to be again?
No, I mean,
He just put the law down. Like you're done.
No, I'm
I
just
mean-
saying he's not here. Well, I mean, obviously he's here now, but
how many cups have you had to drink already? No, I'm just fine.
beer and water, all the water.
Beer and water, hold the water.
All right, last question.
Yeah.
Tell us one thing we don't know about you.
Well, my family's ex-Amish. I mean, most of you guys know that. I think.
Yeah, I could have seen it.
I didn't know that.
Come stronger.
Stronger. I don't know. You guys pretty much know everything about me.
All right. We'll just say he actually uses beard oil, FR3 beard oil.
I do.
Oh, you know? We're going to bottle it soon.
Good.
Because April Fool's Day's coming again.
No,
So
we really should.
usually we make them put the stickers up, but we don't have any today, do we? I forgot them because I was late. All right, well then, that's it. That's getting to know us with TJ.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, buddy. Hey, there you go. You got a peanut gallery in there. Yeah, I forgot. I was late to the set, but I forgot to bring decals. So remember our wall for our dealers out there. We're getting our retailers put up there, our influencers, all you guys. Send us your decals. We'll put them up on the wall on our set here. Thanks again to TJ for coming on. Welcome back, TJ. We're glad to have you back. You have a new baby?
No.
Okay, just TJ. Okay, I didn't know if you wanted any announcements to make.
No, I get to make announcements.
Why don't you do our dealer shout-outs? That's next.
How about Midwest Gas and Diesel from Lincoln, Nebraska?
That's a good name. I like that. And how about High Test in Elbert, Colorado?
Okay.
Welcome aboard. That's your new guy, right? You want to come say hi to High Test? He's never had a camera he didn't like.
He's 4 miles away. And
So how about Midwest Gas and Diesel and High Test send us the decal so we can get you on the wall? How about that?
perfect.
And shout out to Eco Diesel Dynamics. We
Oh,
just got off the phone with them this morning. Did you get it taken care of? That's what I was worried about.
I have. I was gonna say minions, but that's not very nice.
Okay, we got people on it.
We got people on it.
So shout out to our guys down at
It's
Eco Diesel
mixed, yeah.
Dynamics, North Carolina. Got some special G56 heading down there.
Transmission fluid.
Transmission fluid, good stuff.
Just so they. They're, yeah, it's we're pretty. That's gonna shake things up.
The G56?
Yeah.
I know, because people need it. Those of you guys out there with the G56 transmission and the rattling and all the crazy stuff it makes, we got some good sauce for you. And It's finally done in R&D, so now we just got to go through the marketing process, the packaging, all that good stuff. And but you can check with EcoDiesel Dynamics soon because they're about to get some and put it in a truck that very much needs it. That's very very big loads it hauls up, very steep. That pass down there in North Carolina, northern North Carolina is tough. So, we'll stay tuned for that. We'll give you an update on that. And what's up in TV land?
We have a double header of Truck U on Saturday at 10:30.
double header. This says the letter.
Does it really?
Yeah, it does. 12:30.
Sweet.
DE
Just
and
making
EDT.
things up. Man, I'm doing good at this today. Yeah, he said it, D and EDT. And then Sunday, we have Truck U with EDT and FR3.
That's an interesting combo.
Yeah.
Is that an integration? Do you know? Okay, I think it might be. So, well, Sunday 10:30, you're going to find out. So check that out. And events going on now through Sunday. Oh yeah, Lights Out 11.
Yeah.
It's on Speed Video. I saw Speed Videos airing like the first couple hours up to qualifying for free, and then they charge you for it. But you can tune in on Speed Video. There are multiple diesels running in Lights Out 11 this year, which is a heck of a big event. Ryan Milliken's actually driving Johnny Montesino's Ranger down there, which we just got fluid into him in time. So, I mean, in the nick of time. So they swapped all that out, so it's on fresh fluids. They did a whole rear end change, put it on 275s. They're running the X275. So good luck to Ryan Milliken and Johnny Montesino. They're probably live right now if you want to check them out. And
After this show, obviously.
after this show, of course. Yeah, so good luck to those guys. All weekend will be going. Coming up is the first Outlaw Diesel race of the year.
Right.
March 13th and 14th
It's
down at
crazy.
Emerald Coast, down at Ryan Milliken's track in Florida. So we are literally T-minus 29 days. We're less than a month away.
I'm not ready.
I'm ready for it to be warm.
I'm ready for that. Yeah, you get to go to that, don't you?
I am going to that. Yeah. Aaron and I are going to head down there.
Erin, not me.
Erin, not you. The same
I mean,
weekend.
if you want to take me, I'll gladly go.
You can come. Or why don't you head out to Virginia? Because the same weekend, March 12th through the 15th, at VMP, Virginia Motorsports Park,
Right.
is the Hot Shot Secret St. Patrick's Classic by Loose Rocker. Big money bracket racing. First time we've done a big money bracket racing sponsorship. We came in as a title sponsor. It's the biggest race they do all year. Shout out to Michael Beard. It's been great to work with so far. We're really looking forward to this season opener and setting that off big. And should be cool. And that's televised too. I don't want to claim who it is because I forget. I think it's Motormania, but I'm not sure. We'll let you know where you can catch it. So that will be televised live. That one's televised live for free.
All right.
You like free.
I do.
And then, of course, on the back end of March, it's March 26th, starts the MATS Mid-American Truck Show. We told you we got tickets here, so if you need tickets, let us know. We have something really cool planned for that. We keep teasing you about it, and I think we kind of confirmed today our Thursday Facebook Live, the week before MATS, so whatever that is, March 20th or something like that. We're going to have a special guest here in Ohio to talk about the MATS and what we got going on there. So it'll give you a lead on what's going up in MATS. So we'll keep it a secret for now, but you'll want to tune in. You'll want to see it. And if you're down in Louisville, come see us at the MATS show. We got a big booth set up with a cool vehicle on display. And
You're ruining it.
that's a cool vehicle. What kind of new products you got coming in R&D, man?
We have the Euro oils coming out very
We
soon.
do. You know what? We should pull the crowd of what the name should be. Ooh, marketing's like, shut up, Kyle.
I think they just sent the PO for the labels today.
Do the labels go out? I
think
guess we
I
can't
can
ask
say
them. I better not.
I think they just got approved and
So,
sent out.
Josh, do you know if the name's official? On the Euro oils?
Yes.
It is official. I can say it?
You can say it.
All right.
Here he goes.
Here he goes.
The most prestigious European
Well,
oil
everybody knows
award
we have
goes
our-
to. Wait a minute.
We have
I
our
to
blue diamond
open up.
originally.
Right.
We got our green diamond. A lot of you guys race our black diamond oil. And now our Euro oil, which is going to come in a 530 and a 540,
The winner is
gray diamond. Prestigious clap. Prestigious
Prestigious.
clap for the Euros. So look for it soon. Hot Shot Secret gray diamond for all of you European cars. It's actually a spec that meets gas and diesel, right?
in some, yes.
In some depends application.
It's still SN approved, so it does
Right.
meet all of the
So I'm
Domestic.
allowed to say that. That means that they ordered the labels. That means they finally settled on the name, which means once labels get here, which are really pretty quick, we'll start bottling. So, Levi, do you have a time they're going to be ready on the website for sale? 2 weeks. The guy who owns only Euro cars has been waiting forever for this. So
That's the only reason we made it.
for
Just
Levi.
yeah.
I know. He's been here 10 years. He deserves it. So
We had an initial buy-in. Of
once you've worked here 10 years, you get your own
4
oil.
tenths.
So anything else coming out of R&D?
Spray lubricants.
Uh-huh. And they even put the wrong name on there, actually.
They didn't. No,
Did we settle the names
It got
yet?
changed back.
No, it didn't. So are these final names? All right, I'm not going to say any
Oh.
names then. See what happens here? All right, so, but we do have two different spray lubricants coming.
Correct.
One is like a spray and stay a lubricant. The other is a rust preventative,
Correct.
which I still call a spray and stay.
It does.
doesn't move.
It doesn't.
And our buddy James Bruce, I think,
But it's-
showed some pictures last week. I sent him a bottle.
What?
I couldn't make it out what it was. But I think it's a tire because you can see the steel treads, and you can see that he like rubbed some in the middle, and the top's rusted, and the middle's nice and still steel. So he's doing his own testing out there somehow. So shout out to James. I'm sure he'll keep us posted and sends a picture every week. So let's check for some comments. Let's get this thing going. Artie Moppin's in here. Brian Check's always in. USMC Racing, #1 in. Hey, at least you could be #1 at something, Brian, because you don't always make it out of the track at #1.
I've
We
got a
love you
sinker
guys.
mesh fluid mixed up. It's ready to buy.
Josh Hernandez is tapping in. Artie Moppin's in there. What's up, Artie? Christian Bates is normal. Nick says, what's up, guys? Max Pavlik, I have a Hemi truck shop told me to clean the throttle out. Do you offer gas fuel additives? What is suggested? Yes, Max, we do have a gas additive. It's called Gasoline Extreme.
You got to throw that in there.
It is a full. One tank cleaner. It's going to clean everything it touches from your gas tank to your lines right through your injectors. Is it going to make it to the throttle body?
Not so much.
No. So there's nothing really at the throttle
Unless
body
you've
that
got
a
a
fuel additive is going to get to.
Crazy,
So
odd problem.
right. So it's kind of I got mixed messages for you there. Yes, we have a gas additive, but no, it's probably not going to clean your throttle body out. I will tell you that the Hemi throttles bodies are really very easy to take off, and I've cleaned them many, many times before. There's 4 bolts on them, 1 plug. Take the plug, take the 4 bolts off. Just be very careful with the butterfly, because if you play with it too much, you know what happens. It gets loose and doesn't work well. So just make sure you clean it. And actually, Mopar changed their recommendation to now use brake fluid cleaner, a brake cleaner to clean them. Before they said you always want to use throttle body cleaner, but it's easy to clean yourself. It like literally washes away. So that's what I would recommend.
What size socket does he need to take that off? It's 10
It's
millimeter?
10. 410s and a plug.
See, that's helpful. See,
Yeah,
there's your Mopar tech tip.
See, yeah, there's your Mopar tech tip. And while you're at it, throw some gasoline extreme in by Hot Shot Secret. We'll clean out the rest of the fuel system so the throttle body really gets everything it needs. Christian Basis, what's TJ's TikTok handle? Well, I heard he got kicked off TikTok.
What?
Yep.
By you?
No, TikTok. It used to be like the real, the real TJ, the real Big Country. It's something different now because they booted him.
Because he was over 13.
I guess he posted a picture of a bunch of guns or something, and he was reenacting something. They don't like that. Chad Myers is in. Troy Michael says, hey guys, can you use the Extreme Cleaner and EDT together? Well, Troy, you can, but you don't need to.
That's right.
So the Diesel Extreme is designed to be used every 6,000 miles as a deep clean. The EDT is designed to be used in every single tank. Now, frankly, they have about the same components in it. They have about the same recipe of products in it. Injector cleaner, cetane booster, moisture dispersant, rust and corrosion inhibitor, fuel stabilizer, lubricity additive. They got all those 6 great things that you need to treat both your fuel system as well as the fuel that's coming in the vehicle. The main difference is that the Diesel Extreme, we really jack up the dosage on the fuel system cleaner, on the injector cleaner. So You just don't need that heavy a dose of injector cleaner every single tank. And that's why we really came out with the EDT, is because a lot of the guys that were using just our Diesel Extreme really liked the boost they were getting per tank. And they started using it every tank or more, you know. and frankly, you just don't need it that much. So we dialed the injector cleaner down, improved everything else in it, and made everyday diesel treatment. So Diesel Extreme every 6,000 miles, EDT every tank, you're good to go. Now, you're not going to hurt anything. You're just wasting your money and you're giving us too much. And he's getting rich over here, so stop doing that. It's for the kegerator. That's
You have
right.
a kegerator?
This guy. Chad Myers answered the question for you. I love it. Happy birthday, TJ's out there. Stan Steele, I don't know what that one means. The C8H1. Oh, maybe that's his handle. I don't know. Brandon Newber says, show all gas products. I don't have them handy, but I can tell you in short, when you talk fuel.
Oh, we've got them all right here. Let's go.
There you go. Boom. Gasoline Extreme. There's your gas fuel additive. On the oil side, Stiction Eliminator. It's going to be an initial clean out, followed by your FR3, which is going to be your follow-up to Stiction Eliminator. And
Oh, we've got oils. Doggone.
TSE
Oh.
is
Oh, yeah.
a transmission Stiction Eliminator. That's good for
You
gas,
win. You
as
win.
well as LX4. This guy.
Oh, wait, there's more.
That's on your side.
Oh, nice.
That's your transmission cleaner. LX4 is going to be good for any fuel, gas, diesel, you name it. So people that think we're a diesel-only company, we got gasoline covered. I like to say the only difference between the two is, as I just explained on the Diesel Extreme EDT side of things, the Gasoline Extreme is the gasoline version of that, but we do not have an everyday gasoline treatment. And there's a reason for that. Because it's not really needed.
There's several reasons for it.
Mainly, gasoline is very highly refined. Diesel is junk. So there's really a lot of benefit of treating diesel every time it goes in the tank.
You just offended half of our
Well, here, I want you to
audience.
explain this though, because
Oh,
this
no.
this gets brought up sometimes when and I hear this. Now, when we go EDT, after we've cleaned it out with Diesel Extreme, EDT, we're still getting the benefit in diesel from having the cetane boost in it.
Correct.
Lubricity, you name it, everything else. Well, we don't feel that necessarily on the gas side of things. We'll do a clean out every 10,000 miles of Gasoline Extreme, but some people say, well, what about an octane boost? Would you please tell the world what it would take to actually boost octane in a measurable amount that you'd feel?
A lot.
Exactly how much?
A lot. I don't have an exact number.
Maybe a drum size?
Well, it's not quite per tank. The EPA regulates the chemical that gives the octane boost. So the amount that you're allowed to put in is maybe from 87 to 87.03. I mean, it's ridiculous. Sure,
So
sure, it boosts it, but it's like having a Jack and Coke with one drop of Jack and the rest Coke. Like, sure, I'm drinking an alcoholic beverage, but
So
I mean, it's
those products we see on the shelf where they say octane booster, increase your mileage, all that stuff,
not so
complete
much.
snake oil, right?
Well,
They're going to move your octane, but
Right,
even moving
it's-
your octane from 87 to 87.03
whatever.
is
yeah,
not going to
it's
get you any mileage gain.
correct. There's no benefit.
And it's because that chemical is regulated. They all use about the same chemical to boost
Yeah.
octane. What's it called?
I'm not going to tell you that. We'll just say MMT.
MMT. So that MMT is what everybody uses for it.
Yeah.
It's not crazy. It's not uncommon or anything. But you can only use so much for it legally that they can put in a bottle. So people that say, "Oh, that I'm getting this gain out of this every single tank," it's just not true. It's just scientifically not true. That's why we don't have an everyday gasoline treatment. Can you use LX4 every day in your gas car?
Why,
Absolutely.
certainly.
You can get benefit out of having some lubricity in there. But the octane boosters, octane schmoctane. So just want to get it off my chest because people ask all the time. And I say that's why. So there you go, Brandon. There's your. Oh, let's not get there. I left it up there by itself because it's like, me too. Chris is like, don't forget the TBN. We'll talk about that another time. Mark Allen says, you guys do any talking about VW TDI? Well, absolutely. I mean, our whole lineup is around, the diesels on that. And now that we have the Euro spec, is the TDI something that will be using our new oil?
Absolutely.
Well, there you go, Mark. Not only do we have a full line of additives for it, watch out for our new Gray Diamond.
Gray Diamond.
The Gray Diamond is coming out
Prestigious.
for those VWs.
Worldwide.
Clayton Ensminger. Clayton here from Dude's Diesel Performance. Dude's Diesel Performance. That's the guy I want to get you together with for a portal. Hey, Clayton, give me a call sometime, or I'll have Christine reach out to you. I have a project for you. So, congrats, DJ, on the new addition to the family. Love Hot Shot Secret. Wish I would have started offering this years ago. Thanks to everything for all you guys do. Well, we appreciate it, Clayton. We're glad you're aboard. I only hear great things about Dudes Diesel. So, and you got the coolest name out there. I mean, you can't beat Dudes Diesel. But honestly, shoot me a message or an email or a call. I do want to talk to you, Clayton, and we got something that is up your alley. R. Moppin says, story on Diesel Army right now. What's the story? What's you got on Diesel Army right now?
What?
What's Artie's current story? Levi's going to look. Cody Hopkins and Steve Schwanger are watching. Steve Schwanger's in. We're going to see Steve soon. What's up, Cody? How you doing, bro? We'll see what Artie's up to. I haven't seen his new article. Looking forward to Matt, says Evan Tracy. Come see us, Evan, if you're going to be out there. We got some cool stuff planned for that, and we're looking forward to it. I'm going to be out there. You're going to be out there. Apparently. This man might be giving some sort of TED Talk speech, we'll call it.
It's called a Fred Talk.
A Fred Talk?
Why not?
Not quite Ted, but Fred.
Not quite.
All right, well, he'll be doing
It'll
a Fred
be all
Talk
right.
speech. I'll be out there. I think Don will be out there for a bit. Eron will be out there. Chris and Brett might be out there for a little bit. They're wishy-washy.
They are very wishy-washy. Josh is going to be there?
Oh, here's TJ's handle. So TJ says, big country officials, the TikTok. And thank you. Sign up, folks. Oh, is it
yeah.
his frames install? That's what he's talking about, right? The 100,000-mile oil that Artie rode. Yeah, that just came out. What was that, last week you put that up?
Yeah.
So check that out on Diesel Army. Artie's such a good writer. I love reading his stuff. And he did a real good article on our France filter system and how we can get people going 100,000 miles in the same oil. And everyone's like, huh? But we'll show you how. What you talking about? Ralph Mabry says, can't wait to start the season. Absolutely. We're looking forward to it, Ralph. Randy Rosenberg just bought a 2011 Volkswagen Touareg TDI, and I want to clean off the diesel fuel system. What is the best to use?
Obviously, Diesel Extreme. That's my favorite.
And why? See, it's like training yesterday.
Oh, I have to tell a story.
Tell a story.
Because it's fantastic. No, that's how I'm not supposed to tell the story.
Fire Punk Diesel's gone. Call me back. Or just come on live and ask your question. Yeah, let's take them live.
Oh, wow.
Hello.
What's up, man?
Hey, LeRon, you're live on Hot Shot Secret Facebook.
Oh, nice. How you doing?
Doing pretty good. Like you're literally live. You want to say anything to the world? We're talking about gear oil today.
Gear oil? Well, if you make gear oil that doesn't stink after 50,000 miles, you've won.
Yeah, exactly. Well, how about I give you a call once we get off here?
That'd be no problem. Thanks.
All right, brother. Talk to you soon.
Thank you.
And that was Mr. LeRon Miller from Fire Punk Diesel, our special guest, the unplanned.
Those are our favorite kind.
They are. So back to the 2011 Volkswagen Touareg.
Yeah. The injector cleaner is the big winner in the Diesel Extreme. It cleans everything out. Tank, lines, pump, injectors. But it also has...
There's more?
There's more. Lubricity, not the LX4. Let's not get crazy. But it has enough to definitely get you by.
Right.
Trust me.
And if any moisture ever gets in that tank, especially
yeah.
He just bought it. He doesn't know how well it was treated.
Right. So that
there might be some moisture.
gets rid of the moisture, which is why we also have a rust and corrosion inhibitor.
Oh.
Because we have a demulsifier that drops the water to the bottom of the tank.
So that water separator can pull it out.
Ta-da.
Wow.
And protects the rest of the fuel system. See, look at this.
Well, Randy, you heard
Storage and stability.
That's
Shall
where
we
you
keep
want to
going?
be. You want to be with a Diesel Extreme.
Yeah.
It's the best full cleaner that you're gonna get. So get your hands on some of that.
Yeah, then switch over to EDT.
Oh, Artie Moppin says about the diesels that lights out. He must have had a story on the diesels that lights out.
Oh,
So
we missed that.
yep. Jerry Atkins said, don't forget Daniel Pierce is racing the Green Nova also at lights out, and we are less than a month in racing. That's right. Thanks, Jerry. So Pierce is down there as well, and there's the Ranger. So good luck to those guys. Hope they're kicking some butt right now. Tim Gilbert says NV 5600 oil.
Sir, yes, sir.
What's that?
Synchromatch fluid.
Oh,
Got you covered.
yeah.
Well,
Well,
give it a little bit.
Yeah, it's
done.
complete.
It's complete. Correct.
USMC Racing runs our synchro mesh. We've got BMR Racing from the Summit Racing Series, endurance series here at Mid Ohio. They run it. Our buddy Goody Goodrich runs it in a couple weird cars down there, right? I think
A Miata and a Mustang.
Miata and a Mustang. So, yeah, we've had plenty of road testing on it now. So, again, it's about ready for the whole marketing spin, package, bottling, naming, all that good stuff. So, coming soon to you. Stan Steele says 2 ethyl hexyl nitrate.
Cetane boost.
There you go. Was that your MTT?
No,
Oh, cetane. No,
that's a cetane boost.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. I don't know. He just said it. I don't know.
Oh.
He just said 2 ethyl hexyl nitrate. So, yep,
Yeah,
that'll get
that's-
you some cetane.
yeah, that's the cetane booster.
Mike Valeris says, have you tried your Nano Shift in a 48 RE? Absolutely. We've been in a lot of 48 REs, haven't we? Yeah.
Okay, I'll be honest. There's so many stinking tests we've done, and that was last year.
Well, a lot
I
of
mean,
the-
I know that's the. I know we did a lot of testing with the multi-vehicle ATF and Firepunks street trucks. They're 1,000 horsepower trucks.
Right.
But I don't know if we ever threw any Type F in there or not.
Yeah.
I started the Nano Shift.
Yeah, because all of them, I've moved all of them to Nano Shift at 1,000 horsepower.
Okay.
So, Mike, the answer
So,
is
yeah.
going to be yeah. Let us know, Mike, what your application is. I mean, how many horsepower you have, what kind of truck it is, what you're
Yeah.
using it for.
On and on.
We might recommend ATF. We'll see. Oh, that's what the CH17N03 was. It's the 2 ethyl hexanitrate. Stan was on it. I'm not. What's up, Rod Zolman? How you doing, bud? He's in there. Tom Perini's in here. That's not the story you meant. Art says I'm talking about the Diesel Ranger story in the news section, main page on the right under news. So there's a Leo Ice found it, so we got you. We got you there. Christian Bates says, "Oh, we'll have to look that up." Had a friend ask him about the bypass filter last week. Well, Christian, go to Diesel Army and check out Art's write-up on it. It's really good. It really explains it well and what the system does. It's really good. Levon's watching with this. So he calls in, now he's watching. So Levon, you can post your question below. We're answering questions right now. Clint Guest says, man, looking for some prizes. Did you get an answer from last week? Well, first of all, our prizes today are our autographed hero cards that we're going to give out. I don't see any Levon Miller autographed cards in here, but I do have some. So maybe Levon Miller might win a Levon Miller autograph card. Did we get an answer from last week? Is that your homework?
I wasn't here last week.
Oh, so it was your homework.
It got lost in the shuffle. Yeah, we'll take care of it.
Clinton, it got lost in the shuffle. He was so embarrassed he wouldn't even show his face on the program today. It made me break the news to you. But we're working on
Is
it.
it the purge question?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's
So
right.
what vehicle was it? Let's ask him. He's here.
Clinton,
Are you already on?
Actually, if Levon's on, Levon can answer that question.
Right, and if you're on, you had help from Firepunk folks, Mr. Irona.
Purging it.
Diesel.
That was a Duramax. Yeah. Clinton, post your question again. I know it was more of a technical question about purging a fuel system. I thought it was on Cummins, so maybe Levon can hang around and answer for you.
13 Cummins.
2013 Cummins.
When, after you change the engine mounted fuel filter, the engine will crank dry until it reaches prime to start. So what's the suggestion? That is good time to fill the canister so the motor doesn't crank dry.
Oh my gosh, dude, you lost me like 4 sentences ago. Something about once you replace the fuel filter.
What's the recommendation so that you're not cranking it the dry
All right,
engine?
so once you replace fuel filter, what's the recommendation to cranking it so you're not cranking it dry and to prime the system? I don't know. He's doing homework. Maybe one of our Cummins guys can answer that. But it's time to get into a little product info. So today we're talking about gear oil, and we got here. What do we got here? We got our Adrenaline R9, which is our 75W90. First of all, I want to say something that people never know.
Okay.
How they put weight on oils. We've talked about it in the past when we educate people. 5W40, 15W40, all that stuff. You got your winter weight, and then you got your operating temperature weight. Well, when you see gear oils, we offer a 75W90, an 80W110, and an 85W140. Well, people tend to think that that's along the same trend line, and so these are really, really heavyweight oils.
Oh, good
it's a
call.
completely different spectrum.
Completely different.
So
Good
a
job with
90
that
weight, a 90 weight gear oil is effectively like a 30,
50 weight.
50.
50 weight.
50.
Motor oil. Yeah.
And so like a 140 would be like a 60 weight.
Effectively.
So most of your gear oils, like if you had to put motor oil in your gears, you'd actually put like a 40, 50, 60 weight oil in. They just call them. It's on
I
a
know
different
folks that do
spectrum.
that.
So people always think when they say that, like, I can't believe this is 140 weight. It doesn't
Right.
look that thick. It's really because their mind's on a motor oil.
Absolutely.
I don't know why they put it on 2 spectrums, but that's your tech tip for the day.
That's 3 in one day.
You guys are learning today.
There's going to be no more tech tips through February.
There you go.
We're done. Quota met.
So, speaking of gear oil, we do have 3 weights: a 90, a 110, and a 140.
Right.
Just to get that out of the way, just like anything else, if you want to go with what your manufacturer recommends, unless you have some type of built truck, well,
I will tell you that the factory will not recommend a 110
ever.
ever.
Why is that?
It's made up.
Ah,
What do you think of that? It's from folks mixing
a 110
One-
with a 90, or
a
140
90
with
and a
90?
140. Yeah.
Right.
Some folks they want a little more protection, but not the crazy thickness of the 140.
And let's
so-
take it down to the most simplistic level. Just like motor oil, the heavier the weight, the thicker the oil, more protective it is. But now
Correct.
your gear has to run through the heavier weight, so you can technically lose some efficiency. Whereas a 90 weight oil is the thinner on the thinner side, the lighter side. You can really have really high efficiency. Your gears can run through it pretty easily, yet you don't get as much protection with it.
Correct.
Unless you got really good oil like ours. And I will say, as we do offer, when we talk about our motor oils, we have our green diamonds, our black diamonds, our blue diamonds, and everything from a semi-synthetic Group 2, Group 3 blend all the way up to a full-blown pure Group 4 PAO. The gear oils we offer and our transmission fluids, we only offer
PAOs. Right.
PAOs, top of the top. So if you're looking for some junk oil for your beater that you
What?
spent
Just-
$200 on,
But what if
may
I'm
not be the oil for you.
developing the Group 2 and Group 3?
Well, then we'll talk about it at that point.
You
But-
just dogged me out. I'm
But
just
for
kidding.
right now, we just all of our gear oils are Group 4 PAOs,
Right.
so it is really the high end of the high end. And as a lot of people, well, why don't you tell us a little bit about the gear oils that we have?
Well,
How are they blended in? How are they? When you formulate this, what makes ours different than the rest of the market?
PAO's the obvious choice.
Yep.
The-
Is anybody using a PAO in gear oil? I don't think I've ever seen it.
I haven't seen it, but I also haven't looked. I'm too busy formulating our stuff. Right?
Right.
FR3, who else has FR3 in their gear oil?
True. Nobody, because we're the only ones that have FR3.
If you'd like to buy some FR3, contact Kyle.
Yeah, I'll say some FR3. Which, by the way, we should mention also, FR3, we do put it in our gear oils.
Right.
We recommend it for gears. So even if you don't want to invest in a really high-end PAO gear oil, if you add FR3 to your off-the-shelf, auto parts store gear oil, it goes a long way. It is a great additive to gear oil. So whether I'm using our oil or somebody else's, FR3 is a great benefit to it.
If you are,
I don't know if the Marshmallow's getting racing gear oil. Maybe some Blue Diamond.
it's yeah. It'll get Blue Diamond.
Yeah. So tell me about gear oil. What's it like in the lab? Like, what are you trying to do? What are we doing with it? Because let's remember, these gears sit in a bath of oil.
Right.
So it's not like your motor where it's pulling the oil up and everything's
Right.
getting kind of lubricated.
No.
It's actually sitting in a pool of oil and your gears like cycle through it.
That's the easy part.
Okay, give them the hard part.
is the way the gears contact.
Yeah.
You have two curved surfaces, and there's this motion and that motion. Crazy. So there's Hertzian contact forces that create these little micro pits,
Okay.
and that micro pit turns into micro something else. My brain just quit.
I don't think your brain started today.
Dude, today has not been fun. I'll be honest. The micro cracks, and then those micro cracks create more micro pits, and the next thing you know, you have sheared off teeth.
Yep.
And once it starts, it's over.
So when you actually see failures in gears, is it mainly lubrication failures that cause the failure? is it the torque that they're hitting on, or is it just overall wear from back and forth?
It's the torque and the manner in which those torque forces are applied.
Right. So somebody out there with a diesel truck that's pulling, maybe a guy's got a lawn care business that's pulling a trailer or something. We're not talking a fifth wheel load or something. Is it better for them to, maybe they've increased their horsepower, have a transmission tune, something like that? Do they want to have a better gear oil back there to protect because they're putting more horsepower onto a stock gears?
Always.
Yeah. Now, what about upgraded gears? As soon as you start going away from factory, and you may have changed your gear ratio, and the truck's it's getting a different load than expected in the back. Is that somewhere else where you also want to?
Of course. Yeah.
All right. So when would you not?
Would you not? Well, you always want Hot Shot Secret
Of
Gear
course
Oil.
you do. Of course you do.
Yeah, I mean, it just helps.
Yep. So, what about temperature reduction?
Check.
Is that coming from the FR3?
Mostly the FR3, but also the PAO operates a little smoother. So there's also these tractional forces, which is kind of like
The slides?
sliding
Right.
motion. And
As the gears, as they fall into the teeth.
Yeah, and it really shears the oil. So the lack of shearing from the PO and the FR3 reduce the temperature and make it flow a lot nicer.
So that's
we
what
have
I was
a
wondering.
lower, we have a lower.
So have you ever
traction.
seen gears, how they're like teeth? Well, it seems real easy when they're engaged. It's cool, but as they slide into
Yeah,
place,
that's
you're almost like smashing the oil, right?
correct?
Like in that, a poor oil
And that's-
can come out of
and
great.
that's why once it starts those micro pits, you're done.
And like Levon said, start smelling like crap. Once you have gear oil that's
Right.
sheared out of grade and burned up because now it doesn't have any thermal stability or anything like that. And then what happens?
And you lose your viscosity and you're done.
And then all of a sudden you're pulling the load and there goes your gears. And everything should be running. Throttle's working, transmission's spinning, but there ain't nothing back there. You got a bucket full of
There's some
bolts.
Crunchy noises.
It's a little crunchy stuff.
Yeah.
A little crunchy stuff. So, now we offer, like we said, 90, 110, and 140. We have both Blue Diamond version
Correct.
as well as an Adrenaline Racing version.
Right.
So what's the difference between the two
Oh,
of
you're
those
gonna
two?
kill me on that one.
Well, Kevin and I just talked
So,
about it,
I'm not.
and I heard about the
I don't
new
know if I'm not allowed
formulation.
to say this or not.
I got approval. You can say it.
But when we were developing these, we were doing the Blue Diamond and the Adrenaline. We started way out here on each one of them. What we noticed worked for this, and what we noticed worked with this. They were almost identical.
Right,
To be honest, you wouldn't be able to tell them apart.
right.
I hate to say it.
And really how
they
that
were
works
they
is
were almost identical.
our big hauler guys, our super duty, our heavy duty, extreme duty guys that usually are shopping within our Blue Diamond line of products, which are our high-end
Right.
engine oil. They wouldn't necessarily think about running a racing gear oil, and our racing guys wouldn't necessarily think about running a severe duty gear oil.
Right.
But as we started developing both products, we really found that the benefits of both of them are very similar. Now,
Yeah,
same thing we
exactly.
talk about with motor oil, how a long hauler can is going to shear that with a heavy load and over time, where a drag racer can actually shear oil down a 60 weight oil down to a 50 weight in like one pass on a really bad oil.
Right.
And that's why we use a
One
PA
pass.
right, in a PAO, just
All right.
on a conventional,
Right.
shred it. So that's why we use the PAOs. Well, we're both looking for the same thing out of both of them. Whether you're a long hauler or a drag racer, a high horsepower application, the need is the same for both.
Absolutely.
Now, so what the key difference is that we found that or the racing gear oil kind of separates itself is the,
Secret word that I'm not gonna say.
I'll say it, tackifier.
Oh, you son of a gun! Did you really tell it? Yeah.
So-
So it clings on the gears better from hard launches. Like when these guys are doing sub 1 second, 60 foots.
Yep.
Gear oil just flies out of there.
That's the thing. So when we explain how, if you didn't know how all that gear oil sits in like the bottom of the bowl, bottom of the pumpkin back there, and your gears spin through it, what we were finding is a lot of our drag racers, they launch so hard and so fast that the G-force is literally pushing all the gear oil to the back of the pumpkin, back of the
Back and then
the
around.
differential.
So instead of there being a little bit of a contact area for it to pick up the oil, it's
right. It's like imagine you're spinning something with centrifugal force. It just wants to all push out to the back. Well, and I think these guys are launching like 2Gs and stuff. Like crazy hard launches. Well, at that, and that's right when those gears are engaging and launching these 3,000-4,000 pound trucks. So the racing gear oil in particular, that's probably the biggest difference in that in the Blue Diamond, is that it's got a specific formula in there with tackifier and some extra. Tackifier is more of it's being like sticky stuff. It makes everything clean. That way, all the gears as they roll through, they get nice and coated. And when they launch, the G-force pushes all the gear oil back. It remains clung to the gears so they can hook and go. So
check.
we get the question a lot. That's really the answer.
I believe you told him tackifier.
Why can't I tell them? We're honest with our peeps.
I know, but geez, with Pete, because
Sorry, Pete.
I know, because I have my reasons.
All right. So you give up your formula? Everybody knows what
No,
tackifier
no.
is. That's no secret.
No, I know it's no secret, but we kind of badmouth it from another product that is nothing but a base oil and a tackifier.
All right, I'll say it. I don't care. We're talking about the stabilizer?
Yeah, we are. We're done. Next.
Did my mic just go out? We'll just
We're
say there's competitor products out there that use tackifier in the wrong way. It's used to be more of a sales gimmick than it is for an actual functional purpose.
There you go.
So
Exactly.
well, we put honest info out there. So there's oil stabilizers out there that are basically that don't have any additive packages in them, and all they are a thick base oil with a whole ton of tackifier in them. So, and there's no use for the tackifier other than to stick to stuff to quiet it down. It's a band-aid. It's not solving any problem. It's covering up issues. And it's giving you a false reading, like, oh, my engine quieted down, or this happened, or this happened. Well, sure it did, because you poured like molasses with super glue in there. It's gonna quiet things down, but it's not fixing or solving any problem. So, tackifier sometimes gets a bad name for people that know additives
Right.
very well, but in this instance,
It's-
we already have a PAO that has a different formulation as we talked about when we did our oil education. Doesn't have all the fingers, so it's hard to blend stuff into. One of the things that we can use with it is a tackifier to leave it clung to the gears. We're using it for a purpose at like a 2G force, like a plane taking off, and we want the gears to remain lubricated. So there's a purpose why we use it. So that's why
Check.
That's why Aaron is a tribologist in the science lab is like, don't say I use tackifier because it sounds like a cop out. But in this
It
application,
works.
it's exactly what you need. It's really the intended purpose is to use for it. So don't feel bad.
I feel bad.
The racers love it, man.
I know, but it'd be cool if I could come up with something even better than a tackifier.
Yeah. So
Maybe I'll make my own.
any other
Call it
comments you got on there?
Cleanifier. Do I have any?
Yeah,
comments?
gear oil. Anything else?
No, just the usual oxidation and non-shearing. So this stuff's gonna stay in grade the whole time.
Never come out of grade.
Correct.
PA is going to keep it there. FR3 is going to keep your wear down, keep your the heat down.
Right. And what if I told you we have a secret FR3 formula in this? It's just slightly different. I shouldn't tell people that.
Okay, now you got me. Seriously? I didn't know that.
I formulated FR3 heavy for the gear oils.
This is the FR3 Heavy. See, that's a code name around here. We know this
It doesn't-
FR3
it
Heavy
doesn't-
stuff.
It doesn't exist in real life. Just
Should we tell them what we did this weekend?
No. We'll hold that one. We'll hold that one. So FR3 Heavy's in here.
Yeah.
But FR3 bottled, our normal FR3,
Right.
can be used in any gears as well.
Absolutely.
So you're saying that the FR3 we blend, particularly in the gear oil, is a little bit different than our
just a
standard
little
blend.
bit, yeah. Just
And
a
when
little
when
thicker.
heavy, what's
It
heavy?
just means a little more, higher viscosity. It's like a 50 weight or a 90 weight.
Just to match the heavier weight with that.
Right.
I got you.
Just so we don't thin out the gear oil.
I got you. Makes sense.
That's it.
So do we use like FR3 Heavy in like our 60 weight alcohol racing oil?
Yes.
Oh, we do we?
And the 50 weight.
The secrets
the
come out of the
R5.
bag.
Yeah.
I guess we just need to keep filling his cup with beer with our.
Doggone it. I'm letting. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. But
Oh, well,
yeah,
this is.
it's
Oh, Sean Tripley says the Lucas boys are crying. Hey, man. You said it, not me. We've all seen the wheel, guys.
That wheel's awesome. I
The
love
wheel's
that.
awesome.
Like, you can't tell me you've never sat there. At the
We
auto-
all do.
Right.
I remember a kid I used to play with
Yeah.
that thing, but no
Dom's got
offense
one
to
in his office. He's still
listen. No offense to Lucas at all. Lucas makes some great products. We test everything in here in the lab. I honestly I could not name a brand of lubricants out there that across the line is like garbage products. They all got some good products. I'm often surprised that when we get into a new lubricant or thing that we start testing, I'm always surprised what we find out's the best. It's like, really, that one? That's
that
this
one?
brand?
I
This
didn't
brand?
even, what?
Every one of them out there has had
they've-
something that
they've-
shined. That being said, when it doesn't, I mean, but I guess my feeling on it is they know. These big lubricant companies, they know exactly what's in it. And so that's all right. They're serving a market. They're serving a purpose. They're usually a smaller price point, and so forth. And so it is what it is, We have a great, we got a fortified oil stabilizer right back here. TBN booster. What percentage additive is it?
100%.
I think it's 100% additive.
100.
100%. And some of those other oil stabilizers out there are less than 1%.
1%? Yeah. Half percent, 1%.
With some tackifier. So you get what you get, and everybody makes some good stuff, and we only make good stuff. So we're proud of our line, and there's some other companies making some good stuff out there too. Justin Hutchinson says the EDT has the LX4 in it. Can you still add the LX4 in addition to what's already in the EDT? Answer is yes. Now we kind of had this conversation. I was on Diesel Podcast this week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this week that happened this week
Yeah,
too.
that was
On Monday. So
Jeez, oh, Pete, what a week.
well, that was crazy too because I did the Diesel Podcast Monday morning and he had it live in 2 hours.
Yeah.
So,
So
if
you
you haven't
done
catch
a really
that,
good job.
I guess so. So if you haven't catch that, check out the Diesel Podcast. It's a great program. They do really good educational stuff all the time. It's not real salesy. That's why we like it. Of course we like to get our brand out there and everything, but it was nice to be on the show, and we talked a bit about the LX4 and the CP4 failures, pump failures. So got a lot of that information out. In doing so, I remember you had messaged me afterwards. You should have told them,
Dude.
the one thing you forgot when you were live on the radio
only thing
was that the EDT dosage.
gets you below the engine manufacturer's recommendation.
Right.
Which
No.
is also the European spec EN590. So
Right.
Check. So
I'm going to argue, and I haven't listened to it, but I'm going to go back. I'm pretty sure I said that.
I don't think so.
All
In
right.
unadditized fuel, even
All right.
like somebody forgot to add all the lubricity additives
Right.
from the refinery, you're still good.
Right.
So,
To answer your question, Justin.
do you want to be more than or less than 460?
Right. If you,
It's up to you.
First of all,
I mean-
it's all going to start a matter of where you start with the lubricity and the fuel. Hopefully, you got a good source around you that's good fuel.
Yeah.
Let's say it's really bad. It's got to be within the 520.
Supposed
To be legally supposed to be within the 520.
there's some
So if you go with the
added in.
performance dose of EDT, it will get you 60 down. You'll be at least within that 460 spec of what the European spec is, what the American Engine Manufacturers of America spec is, which at that lubricity level, you're going to have less than a 1% failure rate on the CP4. You're not going to have a lubricity failure, basically. Now, some people want to go further past that, especially a lot of our racers and stuff that are really running high-end fuel pumps and everything. With another dosage, we got some down to the 100s wear scar. So you can get more protection by adding more LX4 on top of your EDT. We're just saying a performance dose of EDT will get you in that safe zone. Right. Anything on top of that's really going to give you some added protection. Now we do know some of that race fuel.
Sometimes we're just gonna play a game.
Let's play.
It's an upper
Cylinder lubricant.
It's not advertised that way, but
We know it does.
We've seen some ridiculous fuel mileage gains from just
Trey has
upper-
reported some.
Yeah,
We're just using it by itself.
I've heard a few folks with over 13%.
Yep.
Like what? Like,
Yep.
Okay.
So there's a lot of good uses for it. So
Yeah, that was supposed to be a question like a month or two ago.
well, there you go. And you get it now.
Report back with the LX4 only fuel mileage gains.
So I hope that answers your question, Justin. Any more questions before we go? Terry Howard says, thanks for the tip. Nick LaChapelle says, check the messages. You guys got it? Cool. Buster Kenson, what's up, Buster? How you doing, buddy? Buster's one of the newest members of the Hot Shot Secret Motorsports family, and I think I got a message. I got to call him back. Just got his package out yesterday. You'll see that in the Buster Camaro. You seen that car?
Not in person. I
Not in person.
haven't got to drive it yet, so.
Yeah, Buster. When are we gonna get to drive it, man? We need some wheel time. You gave Austin Smith some wheel time. I mean, come on, like. Shout out to Austin. Oh, is that a fifth wheel ball?
Never rust.
Is it never rust? Is it the name we got for now? Nice. Sprains Day, never rust. Thanks, Nick. Keep us posted on that. And let's see here. Cindy Fisher, hi Kyle. Thanks for the Valentine candy. Love you. Love your mom. Happy Valentine's Day. What a good boy. Center box of chocolates. I used our shipping department. I forgot to pay the bill too. I got to remember to pay the bill. I'll put that on my homework.
Pay bill.
But happy Valentine's Day, Mom. Sean Triple yes said Lucas Boys Crown. Dan says they all sell snake oils. They don't all sell. We test a lot of good stuff out there. I mean, we really do. We really do.
We do. Really is a big adjective. We test some things that work.
There's some guys
How's
out there
that?
that put products out there that when we come into
There
that
are
product
some,
line,
Yeah, there are some really.
we will test everything.
Some very good ones.
We'll test everything. We'll find the best out there.
Yeah.
And then that's what we put on our motivation board. So
Just like
every one of these companies has made our motivation
Drago
board.
and Rocky.
Exactly. And then that's what you do. I've seen your targets on your wall. Like, I'm going to kick that product's ass. And that's what
Yes.
we do. And we don't stop until we do. So I'm not talking down on those products. They previously were the best on the market until we formulate something past it. So kudos to you guys. Kudos to the companies out there that are keeping us on our toes. And,
Yeah.
you know, I'm cool with it. Let's see. Christian Bates, is there such a thing as too much LX4 added to fuel, gas or diesel? I don't know. I'm about to learn. Tell us.
I don't know either.
Really?
I don't have a good
Well,
answer.
we know
I only test it to a certain spot. That's a really good question because the way that CP4 pump is manufactured, that roller could slip, but I think it'd be fine. I think it'd slip the correct way. I think it's so the roller.
Well, yeah, but
is
we know the
twisted on
lubricity isn't.
sometimes,
Yeah, but that
but I
does
think-
not come from
yeah,
lubricity.
it's from lack of lubricity.
Right. So I guess my question is like, is the gain curve stop at some point?
Oh, I'm sure.
'Cause if you remember- do you remember
trick
the-
question? Yes.
Do you remember
absolutely.
the additized fuel we tested, right?
Yes.
Don't you remember
Yes.
the? I'm going to use your terminology. It was the 1/1280 dosage.
Right.
Yeah, you like
Got down
that?
to the 260 micron scar.
And the 1/520 only
512.
512
Only moved it to
10 more.
yeah.
So that means we were probably at
250.
the point of the curve. then.
Absolutely. And that's why we chose the tree rate that we did. We're like,
Right.
hey, we're
We're
good.
getting all that out of half the.
Right. And we've also hit that in the Torque DX fuel.
Right.
We
Well, your last test on the Torque DX, you actually did go a little further.
well, yeah, absolutely.
And
But we found it, and then we had another sponsored racers fuel that they added a whole bunch to, and then a whole bunch of EDT with LX4, and a whole bunch more. And we had the same exact wear scar from our dosage.
Was it Wade?
Yeah. so there is a point of limited
Wade
return.
Moody will pour tons of shit.
Yeah.
Tons
Did
in.
you say bad word?
Yeah, I did.
That's all right.
At least we're not live. So, Austin Smith's on. I hope he didn't hear me. I was just talking about him getting wheel time
Right.
on Buster's car before me.
Right.
So to answer Christian's question,
So-
Christian, we don't know. We can't find any reason to think that you're going to create any damage or anything.
Right.
But your gain curve starts to top
Diminishing
out.
returns, absolutely.
You're wasting money at some point.
And every fuel's different. Every gasoline's different. You're not gonna. We can't. It's really tough to say exactly how much, depending on the fuel.
Yep.
So
All right, we're running late here. Last ones. I didn't know we were running late. Terry Howard, I work for O'Reilly's and tell everyone about Hot Shots. My 97 PSD loves it. Awesome. Thanks, Terry. We appreciate that. Josh Lawyer's in. Says, what's up, Kyle and Aaron?
I remember.
Ryan Riddle, hope you're getting ready for the season. Austin Smith, hope you're getting ready for your season. Sean Tripley says, have you seen
Did
a
Ryan
company
get
called
new truck? What's
TurboMax?
going on?
I don't know what's going on, Ryan Riddle.
There was a funny looking post, wasn't it?
Like he was selling it, or there's a
he
price
already
on
said
everything.
something,
I don't know.
something.
Sean Trepley says, "Have you seen a company called TurboMax with 2 X's? They were talking smack about hot shots."
Perfect.
Yeah, we like that, Sean. Sean, send us a message. Let us know where they're talking, and
I just saw some. Well, I was doing some research on something a few months. I don't know. Time doesn't make sense.
TurboMax, 2 words, 2 X's.
Yeah, got it.
Well, check it out, Sean.
I looked at something not too long ago.
Sean, a lot of times when there's smack talk, like I said, we were joking around earlier and we're smack talking, but I'm not going to lie about any other product, and I'm going to give kudos where kudos is deserved. And when there's products that fall short, I call it like I see it. If somebody's talking smack, usually it's just a lack of education. So we like to find those people and send them tech data sheets, lab results,
Free products,
sample it. So yeah, we don't have a problem with that. We'll check them out and see what's going on.
Yep.
Ryan Riddle says she's not going anywhere.
All right.
Nicholas Spell did quotes since I didn't know if the name was finalized yet. I got you. All right, so that's it for the day. If you have any more questions about gear, I'll post up later. Of course, we do our late night award winner a lot, so you can do that as well. Check out our gear oil. Again, it comes in our Blue Diamond and our racing version, 90, 110, and 140 weight. And we're going to be giving away some match tickets and our autographed hero cards here. So how about we got Mike Valeris, Justin Hutchinson, and Stan Steele. Why don't the 3 of you guys, Mike Valeris, Justin Hutchinson, and Stan Steele, shoot us a message, shoot Levi a message on our Facebook and give us your address. We'll send you out some autographed hero cards from our sponsored drivers. And until next week, we got anything going on next week special that you know of?
My birthday? I don't know.
Aaron's birthday. Tune in next week for Aaron's birthday.
I have to wear a goofy hat, don't I?
Goofy Hat Day. So we appreciate it. Post your
Birthday
questions.
suit
We'll follow up
episode.
later, and we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching.